Hi guys, Dazzie here yet again with another episode of my top 20 selling comic books of the week. This time it is episode 88. And today I'm going to be discussing the best selling comics on eBay for the week ending August the 28th, 2020. Now since coverprice.com came on the scene, they become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics. And they scour thousands of eBay sales to combine data to spotlight the hottest selling books. As always guys, let's find out if you can beat me. Most people normally do. And starting in at number 20 this time round is an incentive. It is a super hot variant for the first appearance of the Robin King. It is Dark Knights, Death Metal, Legends of the Dark Knights, issue 1, the Carrie Andrews 1 in 25 variant. Pretty cool looking prehistoric cover there guys. I've said it before. My LCSs do not get in these nice incentives, so I never have the chance to pick them up. But I don't think I'll be spending big money on them anyway. What can I tell you about that first appearance of the Robin King? Well, it sold 19 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 97%. And a high sale, CGC 9.8, yeah, they're already out there, went for a whopping $400, guys. Could be a good long-term hold, that one. Now number 19 on our list, and this one's DC again, but it's back to 1993, and it's been recently announced that DC is bringing back its DC Milestone imprint collection, and there are talks that there are going to be some feature films coming out based on that imprint, and because of that, this book has got a little bit of heat behind it now. Got a nice boost. The book in question is Icon 1, and this is the collector's edition. This is a book I've seen in the past and I've let it slip past me. So it is now on my radar once again. That is the first appearance of Icon, a character we could well see in a movie at some point. What can I tell you about it? Well, that collector's edition sold 12 copies. That had a 7-day trend of plus 158% and a high sale CGC 9.6 went for $125.50. Now, being polybagged, condition can be a bit of a gamble with that one, and high grade copies are going to be few and far between, so go careful. Number 18 on our list, and finally I'm off the mark. A book from 2011, we're talking Marvel, and it's always there guys, what more do I need to say? Ultimate Fallout, issue number 4, the first appearance of Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man. This is also the issue where Reed Richards becomes the Maker, a turning point where an evil Richards explains his philosophy of the world to the children of tomorrow. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. That is rumoured to be an F4, Fantastic Four plot point in a future MCU movie. Now, normally they come polybagged, mine wasn't. But if you leave them in the polybag, you can risk some damage. And this is a Death of the Spider-Man tie-in. Of course, we've had the Into the Spider-Verse, the fantastic animated movie that won Oscars and various awards. We're getting the sequel, and Miles Morales is rumoured for the MCU live action. I think it's just a matter of time before he is announced. This book is still crazy hot. It sold 19 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 104% and a high sale CGC 9.8. Oh my days, went from $1,150. I paid £13.90 for mine in March of 2018. Treated myself for my birthday. It was a good investment. I need to get that one graded. I've let a couple slip by. Right, number 17 on our list. This is Marvel again, and we're going further back to 1980. Recently, I just got my graded Werewolf by Night issue 32 come back from CGC, and I was delighted, blown away with an 8.0 on the first appearance of Mark Spector, the Moon Knight. A lot of people can't afford this one anymore because my 8.0 is now up to nearly £1,500. So collectors are now turning to this book, and this is his first solo series title. The book in question is Moon Knight issue number 1, and that comes from 1980, guys. There's your book. Again, it's a book I have seen in the past between £5 and £10, but they're usually beat up. If I'm going to buy one, it's going to be a pretty nice copy. But, you know, I've said it before, I don't understand why Werewolf by Night issue 33 doesn't get more love. I picked up a copy for £8. The second appearance of Moon Knight I would take over the first solo series, but that's me personally. What did it do? Well, it sold 19 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 107% and a high sale CGC 9.6 went for $85. Now, I think that is the first appearance of Bushman, who was a rumoured villain for the Moon Knight series. I'm just praying Daniel Radcliffe doesn't get the role, because my CGC 8.0 could dramatically come down in value. Never know. You know, I've heard good things about his acting lately, but I wasn't a fan of Harry Potter. Number 16 on our list, another Marvel book, this time from 2004. And there's been a recent Sony leak that Olivia Wilde is directing a female-centric Spider-Woman film. And it wasn't clear which Spider-Woman it will be. And with this news, and Into the Spider-Verse 2 in production now, fans are speculating that we might see Arana Anya, the Spider-Girl. You know, it's a book I've had a little bit of spec about for some time. I picked up 2 or 3 copies a little while ago. First appearance of Anya, Spider-Girl, comes in Amazing Fantasy, issue number 1. Like I said, from 2004. Her origin story is also in this issue. Anya Corazon is the character, and Arana is the Spanish word for spider, who is Puerto Rican and Mexican. It's also the first appearance of Gil Corazon and Sofia Corazon, her parents. So this could be a great book. Like I say, I paid £1 for this, and I picked up, I think, 3 copies. I've sold a couple off, but this is my nicest copy. This book sold 14 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 152% and a CGC 9.6 went for $74.95. If this is announced, I could see this easily being a $200 book. 15 on our list, and as I spoke just now, there is the DC Milestone imprint as is been announced to be coming back. I spoke about Icon. Now, this book number 15 on our list is again from 1993, and it is Static, issue number 1. There we go, guys, and that is the collector's edition. It is polybagged. Static, of course, had his own animated series at some point. I expected to see the character in the Black Lightning show, but it never materialized. But rumoured to be getting his own film. It's a book that has been picking up steam for a few months now. And this recent news will definitely push the book to new heights. It sold 12 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 140% and a high sale raw went for $40. Now, I have the 2 of the first. Now, there are several first printings of Static 1. I have this one, which is the unbacked collector's edition. I paid 89 pence for that in March of 2018. And to go with that one, I have the newsstand edition, which I paid £1 for at Car Boot in early 2017. So I'm doing okay with Static. A character I've always thought could hit live action. Number 14 on our list, we're talking Marvel, we're talking 2020. And recent top 20s have been dominated by Venom and Thor. And number 14 on our list is Venom 26, the first full appearance of Virus. Comes in this book, guys. Here's your book, bear with me. Venom 26, there we go, guys. Sorry about that. First full Virus. Now, don't overpay for this, guys, because it's getting a bit silly on eBay at the moment. But if you can find it for cover or under, it could be worth a snag. What did it do? It sold 28 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 81%, and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $125. We know most things that Donny Cates touches turns to gold. And we're sticking with that DC milestone imprint at 13. I showed you the Icon Collector's Edition. This time we have the regular Icon #1. Here's your book, guys. Like I say, I have passed on Icon #1s in the past. Now it is firmly on my radar. I think another one of those that is heating up a little bit, which I have, is Hardware. So be on the lookout for that one too. Well, all this news of possible feature films and DC bringing back the imprint has really pushed Icon, and it yanked it out of the 25-cent bins, and it sold 13 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 185%, and a high sale raw copy went for $32. I wouldn't be paying that money, guys, but if you can find it around about the 5 to 10 range, might be worth a snag. Now, number 12 on our list, and this is an interesting one. It is from 2013, and it is Marvel. Now, this is the first full appearance and origin of Thanos' son, Thane. And it's been speculated that Thane, Thanos' son, of course, will be playing a heavy role in the Thor series. So the book in question, Infinity, issue #4, is this one, guys. Keep your eyes out for it. There's your book. With Eternals movies now coming out, who knows? Because we're apparently seeing Thanos again. We may see Thanos' son, Thane, down the line. It's a character, again, that I've spec'd on. And that book sold 18 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 131%, and a high sale raw copy went for $14.99. And number 11 on our list, and I picked up all the earlier Mortal Hulk. I'm a fan of Al Ewing's. I met him once, and he signed 28 books for me that day. He gets bad rap, but he was all right with me. But one book I didn't pick up, I've got the first printing of Immortal Hulk, issue #2, the first appearance of Dr. Fry. Now, the one that is getting some heat, because all subsequent printings are getting a lot of heat now, is Immortal Hulk, issue 2, the 4th printing, guys. Here's your book. Obviously, a much lower print run, but it wouldn't make me spend a lot on these subsequent printings, because for me, I'm all about the first printing, but it's got an audience. People do like these lower printed books. That book sold 13 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 193%, and a high sale raw copy went for $39.99. Not in a million years would I pay for that. But, like I say, a charity shop, I'll pay £1 every time. So, into the big top 10. And number 10 on our list, this is from IDW from this year. And IDW has delayed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. It was a much anticipated series, and it's been delayed because of creative changes. And it was reported that retailers were unhappy with the lackluster artwork they saw in the Ashcan. Hence, IDW bringing in artists Ezoa Escorza and Isaac Escorza. What will change and how much it will change is unknown. However, what was seen in the Ashcan is most likely going to be seen in a different way, making this an instant, hard-to-find collectible. The book in question, like I've said, is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue The Last Ronin, and it is an Ashcan, guys. Here is your book. Like I say, they are not happy with the artwork in this book. So pretty much it has been cancelled. So they're going to be re-releasing things. So that is for collectors. Now, due to that, it sold 15 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 192%, and a high sale raw copy went for $75. So if you can find that on the cheap, you're laughing. Number 9 on our list, we're talking 1993, another book that's been in my top 20 for a little while. It is Amazing Spider-Man, issue 375. And we all know the cover. It is the first appearance of Anne Weying. That's a hard one to get in high grade because it is basically gold foil. And we know how those foil covers turn out. I've seen them in the past, anywhere up to about £10, but they are destroyed. And Anne Weying is getting some heat because of her appearance in Venom 27 as a member of the Agent Venom's team. That book sold 31 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 97% and a high sale. CGC 9.8 went for $189.99. So she appeared in the first Venom film. She will be back for the sequel. And I just spoke about Thane. Number 8 on our list is a book from 2013. It is Marvel. There's been quite a bit of spec on Thane, the son of Thanos. Why? Because the big splash page at the end of Thor 6 reveals that the black gauntlet that Thanos wields in the panel makes it look like that may not be Thanos but Thane, okay? And with that said, this theory lit a fire under this issue. And the issue in question is New Avengers, and it is issue number 10 from 2013. It is a book I picked up in the middle of 2018 in Birmingham for £4. What's it doing now? Well, it sold 20 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 153% and a high sale. CGC 9.8 went for a whopping $299.99. That is an Infinity tie-in as well in that book, guys. Glad to own that one. Always believed in that book. Now, number 7 on our list. And this is from 2017. It is a Spider-Man issue. And it is an interesting one because it is Spider-Man issue 234. A lot of characters on there, guys. A lot of interesting characters on there that we may see a lot more of down the line. What can I tell you about that book? Why is it getting the heat? Well, this issue features the first appearance of Miles Morales' uncle, Aaron Davis, the Iron Spider. Yeah, it's not clear where or why this is trending, but it is. And it sold 13 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 280% and a high sale raw copy went for $20. So keep an eye out for that one. It's definitely on my radar now. And another book that is on my radar is the original Future Imperfect, because it's got the first appearance of Maestro. Well, just recently another Maestro book came out, and that was Maestro, obviously, issue number 1. But the book that is getting some heat is Maestro number 1, the 1 in 25 incentive, and that comes from George Perez. Now, look, I've just been watching the Hulk's Agents of Smash, and Maestro made a good appearance in that, and it got me interested in the character. But that book, the regular cover, the first Future Imperfect, is still around about a £20 book, so I'm not going to just splash that sort of money, hoping to get lucky somewhere with my car boot Tony. Hopefully he can deliver for £1. What can I tell you about that one? Well, it sold 57 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 71% and had a high sale, $40 sale. So not bad for that, 1 in 25. Still quite respectable, and we know George Perez is one of the masters of his craft. Now, number 5 on our list is Thor number 5. Yeah, simple as that. Black Winter is, of course, still pretty darn hot. I told you I went into a shop in Swindon the other day and they had it on the wall for £48. What is that all about? Because they go by eBay pricing. You can get it on eBay cheaper than 48, I know. Thor issue 5, is the first appearance of Black Winter. Let's get it up again. There we go, guys. What can I tell you about that first appearance, or first full appearance, may I add, of Black Winter? It sold 47 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 106% and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for $275. Now, number 4 on my chart this time round is a book that is very, very high on my radar, and I only think I've ever seen one wild, and that was at a con, and it was beat up, and it was about £50, which I thought was too much for the grade. It is a book from 1977. Like I say, Olivia Wilde has been tapped to direct an untitled female-centered Marvel movie at Sony, and sources say it is going to be Spider-Woman. And of course, Spider-Woman's first appearance comes in Marvel Spotlight issue 32 from 1977. And this is a book that has been on my radar for ages. I talked about it for a long time in depth in the past, but I have failed to get myself a copy. So if anybody has a copy around about the £50 range, and it is, I mean, I don't mind mid-grade, give me a shout out, because I would certainly be interested in purchasing one. What can I tell you about the first appearance of Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman? Well, it sold 35 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 161% and a CGC 9.6 went for $550, guys. So it is a book certainly on the up. Kevin Feige has said that women will play a prominent role going forward in the MCU, hence She-Hulk and hence Spider-Woman. Talking of strong women in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we're talking Captain Marvel. This is a book that's just come out. It is Captain Marvel, The End, #1, the Peach Momoko B variant. And we know Peach Momoko is very hot at the moment. There we go. You know, I still don't know whether I am a fan of her work or not. I've seen, there was a Yoda one she did on Star Wars, which I thought was fantastic. But a lot of them, I don't know. It's all watercolour sort of thing, isn't it? What did this one do? But it was a cover that actually had a bit of a slow build-up. It was quite affordable to start with. However, as the weeks have gone on, the prices have started to increase. And it sold 28 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 219%. And a high sale raw copy went for $36. Peach Momoko, probably the artist of the year. #2 on our list, Dark Knight's Death Metals Legends of the Dark Knight, issue #1. This is the regular cover. It is still doing well, guys. That's your book. The first appearance of the Robin King. Again, there's that dinosaur from the incentive. What can I tell you about this one? Well, it sold a whopping 68 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 96% and a high sale raw copy went for $26. Again, if I can find it cover price, I'll pay it. I'm not paying for that sort of money. And #1 on our list, I just spoke about first appearance of Jessica Drew. And #1 on our list is not really a surprise. It's from 1978. And it is another book that is on my radar. Spider-Woman, issue #1, the first Spider-Woman solo title. That is our #1 this time round, guys. What did it do? It sold 65 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 109% and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for a very solid $275. I'm looking forward to seeing Spider-Woman on the big screen. That is it, guys. That is a wrap. How many did I have? I had 1, 2, 3. They don't even count. 3. A pitiful 3 for Daz. New books killing me as always. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, all that jazz. It would mean the world to me. Bye.